for Codename Super Duper. First I get lots of people. There's mild chaos, they're running around. Lots of energy. It's not quite panic or fear yet, it's just really busy moving energy. People are confused about what's going on and why. There's like water out of control, maybe flooding. There's like rushing water. It feels like it's high in the streets or some kind of canals. This is like a natural disaster type feeling in the people. Some people feel prepared, others don't. It wasn't planned this way. I get, why didn't they listen? There's something coming from space, like an energy burst. I don't know, like an asteroid, but there's not actually a physical thing. Kind of reminds me of like Atlantis type of a scene. There's like people in the sky above this scene, some kind of platforms, but they're up in the atmosphere. Maybe they're aliens? Yeah, there's lots of rushing water in these canals. It's flash flood or something. That's all I'm getting for the target name. With GPS coordinates, latitude 40 degrees, 50 minutes, 17.2 seconds north, longitude 109 degrees, 5:53 minutes, 10.91 seconds west, no date. I'm getting lots of smoke or black stuff, something black in the air. The smoke seems to be like some sort of monster. There's like an energy to it. To the smoke, it's like it almost has a face. There's more chaos. People are afraid, running. It's hot and dry feeling in the air, kind of deserty. People are picking up their kids and going. They're hiding inside. The ground is moving, kind of feels like jelly, like shaky. Maybe a volcano or an earthquake. I'm not sure what's making all this chaos. There's angels here. People can't see them, but they're comforting people. These people don't know why they feel oddly calm. They can't tell that they're angels. Looking up the location name for that coordinate, it is Skinwalker Ranch. No date. There's like an ancient earth being, demon thing here. Long teeth, long talons. They're tall and skinny and have weird, long, big eyes. Their faces are long, angular, like triangles. They're kind of like a black smoke. It's kind of like the smoke monster I saw earlier. They have these weird, long arms. People are seeing these things. They look really strangely shaped. Like everything's too long, unnaturally long. The people who live here actually help keep these things around. There's some kind of a ceremony or something that keeps them. It's kind of like a portal, but things don't come in and out of it. They're using it for some sort of energy. Animals die for no reason. Water turns to poison for no reason. Some of the people who own land here can take the beings on, and it's like when other people see them, they look like maybe zombies, or they act weird and spacey. Kind of like the bug guy on Men in Black, the movie. He doesn't move correctly. So people see the movement and understand that something's strange, but they don't quite know what. There used to be some sort of ancient magic happening here, similar to like Stonehenge or other places like that really long ago. Like there's maybe caves or something really deep under the ground. Rituals are happening here. There's like Indians that live near here, and they have some kind of magic or something to control the beings. Their people disappear sometimes, and sometimes there's drag marks, sometimes there's nothing, they just disappear. They don't really know why, but they do but they do suspect why. I'm looking into the flood a little bit deeper for this location. Some sort of irrigation type structure, like ditches, primitive ditches. And then sudden excess water is coming from nowhere. It's not raining. At least it's not raining right here. So everybody's afraid because they don't know why it's flooding. It's like this rushing water, a roaring, rumbling noise to all this rushing water, but they don't understand where it's coming from. It's creating a lot of emotion in the people. There's like grief and fear and terror. They think they caused something, anger, being punished. The beings laugh at their reaction. They like to play little games like this. The people think they caused this by being bad, but bad is just something that's hard not to be. They can't win. This is all a game. Looking deeper into the portal, there's some sort of black hole or energetic hole that goes from there all the way through the earth out to the other side into space, like a funnel shaped thing. It's bigger than it looks, but only the center of it does weird things. So when I get close to the edges, I feel buzzy, kind of sick. There's weird sounds in my head, like trying to tune a dial on a radio, but nothing sounds human. The beings are from this galaxy, but kind of made of some kind of a dark matter, like they're part of space itself almost. And time seems to move differently in this area because it's over the center. Like time feels thick. The ground, the air, everything feels hard to move in, kind of like a jelly. It's like subtly perceptible. Maybe in your subconscious you'd notice it, but not really think about it. Oh, this is like some kind of vortex. Okay, adding dates. The 1800s to early 1900s. I'm looking for gold. There's only dust. I'm trying to grow things, but the ground does not cooperate. There's a lot of backstabbing going on. Making deals with the devil. Lots of conflict. A lot of white people. It feels kind of like the gold rush. There are people with darker skin. Lots of drunk people. Farmhands. Yeah, kind of a mix of people. Literal stabbing in the back. Definitely there's some violence here. I see like ranch hands turning into werewolf-like people. People think they sleep in the barns with the animals and get infected. And they behave weirdly, like they go rabid and attack people almost. People want to kill them so that everybody else can stay safe. And the cows get weird too, possessed kind of, not really violent, but like glazed over, almost in a trance. They need better building materials to keep out the problem. Metal seems to help somehow. I'm seeing steel and railroad spikes. Okay, adding in the date, 1994. A man comes into power here. There's a new owner, but he's kind of controlled by the beings. He can become, I don't know, bad. Like they can influence him somehow. People disappear into thin air and appear later, like little rips in space and time. Maybe they're standing there and they get pulled into the rip and appear sometimes days later somewhere else. They don't really remember it happening. There's almost like a dome of energy over the place. It blocks out the stars, or they look tiny and distant or something. Dark feels darker here. There's a feeling of energy in the grasses and bushes, like black blobs hiding in the fields. Things definitely move here on their own. Just terrorize families, but now they don't worship, so the beings aren't satisfied in the same way the ancient people made them feel. They're annoyed about that. There's static, like the radio doesn't work. The TV maybe does weird things. It'll like blip on and not on the actual channel. Gets overridden or something. Phone calls will come in with weird, creepy voices and noises on the line. Adding in names, Terry Sherman and Gwen Sherman. So first she ignores his issues that start when they move here. He more likely takes on beings, lets the beings control him, especially at night in his sleep. He talks about things that she doesn't understand. He's confused sometimes about what's happening when the beings are kind of in his space, things he said. He sees things disappear into thin air. I hear sea animals falling over dead. Water turns to boiling acid and back to water again. They don't respect this place, treating things more like curiosities, and so the beings tend to hurt them more. Their house has a lot of noises, like things in the walls. The air and ground feel wavy when they walk, like those funhouse floors that go up and down as you try to walk. They get sick. They see things that aren't possibly real, but see them clear as day. Looks like they're seeing some little beings, like little alien bubble-headed things with fat bellies. They're all black, like a shadow. They talk to them. These are not the same beings as the others. They aren't as harmful. I'm getting something about things turning inside out. I don't know what that is. Animal skins or skinned animals? I'm not sure. Something about skins of animals. I see like little dark pixies everywhere pulling the rug out from under people or chairs. This is part of why things move, but not all of it. These little things are mean. They mean to harm people. Somehow the lady brought them with her, or accepted them in, or invited them in. That's all I'm getting for the name. Afterthoughts. So while I had heard the name Skinwalker Ranch, I had no idea what it was or what it was about. And so even though I got that name halfway through the reading, it didn't influence anything because I didn't know anything about it. And I think overall there are two things going on here. There's some smaller aliens, these little bubble-headed things, and then what they're calling the skinwalkers, which I didn't see as having a dog-like face. It was more of an alien face. The smaller aliens come up to the house and mess with the objects, and the bigger ones just take people. From what I can feel, it doesn't feel like the aliens are around at this moment, but they could return. They're doing something else somewhere else.